Look at the stark boundary right here. The water is an electric, vivid blue, and it crashes directly into pitch-black, heavily textured volcanic rock, deep inside the remote highlands of Iceland, hidden within the Veiðivötn region, miles away from paved roads. Geologically speaking, landscapes with this exact sharp color contrast do not form peacefully. You don't get these sheer black drops and perfectly contained pools from slow, gradual erosion. To understand how this serene blue oasis exists today, we have to look at the massive violence that tore the ground open to make it. Thousands of years ago, the Icelandic Highlands tore open. Massive volcanic eruptions scorched the sky and ripped directly through the crust. Torrents of magma completely overwhelmed the area. Whatever vegetation or landscape existed here before was instantly incinerated and buried. When that molten rock finally cooled, the result was a sprawling, lifeless field of black lava, covered in a jagged texture that is completely unforgiving to walk on. This cross-section shows the mechanism that formed Skyggnisvatn. A concentrated pressure pocket blasted upward beneath the bedrock, excavating millions of tons of stone. After the dust settled, the blast left a permanent, bowl-shaped scar, steep, unyielding, and completely empty. Much of the surrounding Veiðivötn region was shaped by long, wide fissures and rolling lava flows. Skyggnisvatn, however, was carved by a single, isolated, explosive punch. The immediate aftermath was pure, uninhabitable destruction, a blackened cavity gouged straight out of a desolate plain. Then, the clock slowed down. The initial violence ended, and for centuries that empty crater simply sat dormant. Slowly, groundwater seeped up through the cracks in the cooled bedrock. Over centuries, combined with rain and snowmelt, water steadily rose to fill the void. Sunlight hitting the lake interacts with suspended volcanic silica and minerals, scattering and reflecting blue wavelengths to our eyes. Because the steep, pitch-black volcanic rock absorbs ambient light, it creates an optical illusion, artificially forcing the blue to look much more vibrant. You can see the distinct nature of this shape by looking at the broader highlands. These nearby lakes are flatter, heavily interconnected, and lack the sheer, plunging walls of an explosion crater. Skyggnisvatn's intense color and isolated serenity exist solely because of the harsh chemistry and the steep, confining walls left behind by that initial eruption. Today, Skyggnisvatn is a perfectly still turquoise eye, framed by snow-capped ridges and a quiet sky. But when you look at this landscape, you are reading a direct historical record of a very specific, localized explosion. The frozen, black lava fields preserve the exact moment of catastrophic destruction, while the vivid blue water inside illustrates how the environment eventually fills those violent scars. The remote corners of Iceland demonstrate a harsh geological truth. Extreme destruction is often the exact prerequisite needed to carve out something beautiful.